I'm Superantonio. And we're live. Greetings, friends. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the first annual LA Noire live stream and full game commentary. J Lash with the thumbs ups. Appreciate you, J Lash. Glad you're here, friend. Miko Herptile says, hello, Superantonio, City mods, and everyone. Just passing through. Have a good stream. You have a good week, Miko. I appreciate you checking in. Happy Sunday. David V is back. Greetings, David. Missed you last night. We did a Grand Theft Auto live stream, and you will be happy to know that we are immediately demonetized. And at this point, I think we're still demonetized. And regrettably, I think it's because I called California California.
Here we go again.
What's that about? 6 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends.
Ever the optimist.
I'm not sure
of sunshine himself.
if we are going to continue with LA with Grand Theft Auto 5. You know, it's not doing great on the replays.
Just going through the motions.
I don't think we even broke 100. It's very sad. We may do a GTA 5 live stream tomorrow night just because I've got so much footage. You know, and that's the only thing I've got available to show you, other than like improvising and doing another movie night. And I want to do, you know, I still want to do Wednesday movie nights. And at some point, you know, when it occurs to me, because it's Halloween, I would like to do some scary movie nights. And if I find one that I will do that is interesting, we'll do that on Monday. But we're very busy on Monday. I am personally. And I was very busy today trying to figure out how to record the cutscenes on this darn game, which I finally figured out. So we get it, but it took a while. There's a little bit of finessing involved. It's going to be a combo. The footage I'm showing you tonight is a combo of non-cutscenes and cutscenes. I had to do the buyer beware mission. I don't know how many times. I had to redo it like at least 3 times. So that we could finally get the cutscenes, because I really wanted Captain Donnelly. I like his accent, and so we got Captain Donnelly. Caveat emptor is Latin for buyer beware. Buyer beware, as you may recall, is the case that gets Cole noticed by LAPD and gets him his gold shield. David says, I watched it. Thank you, David. Appreciate you. I can always count on you. Now we got to get up on the roof. Or are we still exploring? Yeah, I think we're still exploring. How's everyone? How's your Sunday doing?
We're never going to find it. It's a waste of time.
I was super busy trying to figure this game out. Skipped my workout because I was playing video games. But no, I was trying to figure out how to get cutscenes on this thing. You have to change the settings on your PS4, and it looks like the latest version of this game, the latest update, has gotten rid of that glitch, if it was indeed a glitch.
Nope.
Beer bottle? Nope. And this is the overarching arc. David says, I like this game. I finished it. Okay, David. Well, we might play it. We might do a complete playthrough. Depends on how this does, and the replays and the likes and the subs and the super chats and the channel memberships and all that. Like and subscribe, blah blah blah, for daily Red Dead Redemption 2 content. You know, But it doesn't look like Grand Theft Auto is working for this channel, regrettably. What's that blinking light over there? What's that about? Could that be a clue, as Inspector Clouseau would say? It's a clue. So L.A. Noire is kind of a Hail Mary for us. And if this doesn't work, I don't know. Well, we'll continue with the Bad Honor playthrough and commentary. And I guess we'll just hold on until we get a PS5 and see what we can do there. Serena's getting consistent with her uploading. David, did you notice? I was very happy. That must mean she's feeling better. There's a gun.
Ralph,
Can I say
something on
gun?
the rooftop.
Probably not. I
How the hell
apologize.
did you see that?
Sorry, algorithm.
Reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way
Not
over there.
exactly sure why we got
All right,
demonetized.
don't hurt yourself.
I fought it anyways. And David says, yes, I did. Yeah, I dropped a like. I had her on in the background while we were, while I was working on this game, actually.
The gun's up on the roof, right? We need
So
to
all
find
of
a
this
way up.
footage is from today. What's that about? Simply because I wasn't sure we could do it.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Let's find that darn drain pipe. A lot of drain pipe climbing in this game. And it's interesting, it's just R2 to walk and climb and jump. But it's a beautiful
Building looks
game.
vacant.
I love the cars.
wait
I love
around
the
all night for the
architecture.
super
I
to let
love
us
the
in.
clothes.
Is there a way up from the outside?
Conveniently, Cole's partner is standing exactly where we need to go. But Cole is thoroughly exploring the game, I guess. What's that about? 7 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. He'll get up there. We'll get up there at some point. Here we go. Now the problem up here is I thought we had to go across to the building that's flashing, where
How
the
you doing,
flashing
Cole?
light is. I thought we had to like put
Found
that
it yet?
board somewhere, interact with that and cross over. But the gun is on this roof.
I don't even want
So
to
it keeps
think about
tinkling and I don't know what's going on. I'm not even sure if this is the first mission. We just got, I put the game in and it
Probably
dropped
dope
us here
dealers
and I
around
just
here as
started
well.
recording. So we may have to go back. Anyways, tonight we are going to do all of Cole's beat cop missions and get him his gold shield. Then, as always, I'll let the stream run out after me and Sadie say our exits, and give you a little bit of time, 10 minutes or so, to hang out and talk amongst yourselves. Fine looking handgun. Pearl handles. There's a cutscene. I don't know if we recorded it. I didn't get a chance to review where he calls
Smith &
he
Wesson,
says pearl handles
serial
just like Patton had,
S7189.
which is an urban legend. Patton actually had ivory
2 rounds
handles.
fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
How do I know that? Because Patton by starring George C. Scott was
We should
one of
follow
my
up on
father's
this now
favorite
before the perp
movies,
tries
and
to leave town.
we saw it many times in my misspent youth.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun.
Anyways, at any rate, happy
know a local gun
Sunday.
store?
Hope
Sure.
you're ready for the week.
There's a place a couple of blocks
Because
from
ready
here.
or not, the week is coming.
Are you sure about this? It's not really
I
our
used to
gig.
hate Mondays
No harm in doing
when I
some
had a
digging.
regular job.
The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
I used to dread it and not look forward to it. But then,
Can't wait to
I
get
don't
out of
know,
that uniform, can you?
I was
You'd rather round up
off on a
drunks and
romantic
help old ladies
weekend
across the road?
with
I'd
the
rather get
lady,
through the day
my
without
lady
the
friend,
captain's foot up
the
my
bath
ass.
lady I was seeing at the time.
Fine, Ralph.
She wasn't a bath lady, and she'd be mad for me saying that. And we were on a ferry going back to the mainland. Bazzaro's here. Greetings, Bazzaro. Telling a story about why I don't hate Mondays anymore. And there was a dad with his family, and the kids were complaining that it was Monday and they had to go back to school. And the dad said, yeah, but I got to go back to work so I can pay for this weekend that we just had. And then it occurred to me that Mondays are an opportunity to make more money. You know, that's when the stream starts again, the money stream. And once I realized that, it completely reframed the idea of Monday. You know, whereas you spend money on the weekend, but at least you get to make a little bit more money when you go back to work, on Monday. So I do not hate Mondays anymore. To paraphrase the Boomtown Rats.
You idiot!
Greetings, Bazzaro. Happy Sunday to you. Welcome to the first annual LA Noire full game commentary and playthrough live. I don't know if it's going to be a full game commentary and playthrough, honestly. That all depends on you, viewers and future viewers. Depends on your likes and subscribes and your channel memberships, super chats. This channel is funded by viewers like you. How goes things, Bazzaro? There are World War II flashbacks in this game that you may enjoy. I'm sure you've played it. Cole drives slightly better than Serena. Bazzaro absolutely loves LA Noire. Bazzaro, LA Noire absolutely loves you. Okay, maybe we'll do a full playthrough. I spent all of today trying to figure out how to capture the cutscenes on this darn game, which is more difficult. Well, it's not more difficult, but it took a lot of tweaking and finessing on my part. And David says, I feel like I'm watching Starheart's Drive. That's a little bit intentional, David, but not really.
Model 27 with pearl grips,
See,
Cole.
we skipped a
You see
cutscene.
it on there?
Irritating. But for caveat emptor, Bazzaro is Latin for buyer beware. And that one, on buyer beware, we have the full, complete mission or case.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46.
Interesting how Cole's hand,
Thanks, you've been a
skin
big help.
tone, and
Anytime.
is rendered
Always
far
happy to
more
help out the LAPD.
elegantly than faces in this game. It's like they figured out hands, in 2011, but they hadn't really figured out faces, the planes of faces. However, just look at the gorgeous architecture and look at those cars, those beautiful cars.
Call it in?
Let's see if he's at
I
home.
love this time period.
Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a
You know,
pound.
at least from,
Lead the way,
you know,
Gunderson.
an aesthetic point of view. Perhaps not a political point of view. Interesting. One I wouldn't call it a mistake. I'm sure it's deliberate, but in 1944 they would have had a lot more tobacco ads, tobacco signage.
Now that wasn't so
And
hard.
they're not
was it?
really
Just
showing
because
that,
we're in uniform
as
doesn't
far
mean we
as I
can't
know.
use our initiative.
Red apple
I guess
cigarettes.
so. Seems a little too good to be
Probably
true.
more
One-of-a-kind murder weapon
period.
bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
1947.
That's why they get caught.
Wow, you know,
2 out of
the
every
war's
3
just
crimes are
over.
done on impulse.
David
Another
says,
fact
looks
from
just like the
Phelps
dude that plays him.
Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full.
Yeah, but you know, all the characters, all the faces are just, you know, they're kind of waxy. You know, they're just monotone and a little bit robotic and NPC-ish. Sit. Sadie's not enjoying this game. What's that about? There's no dogs in this game, so she's not interested. Tony Vasquez says, "Good evening. I just love how Phelps just yells at people during the interrogations." We got the Captain Donnelly cutscene where he's like, "I need a confession. Go back there, boyo, and beat out a confession." Young Phelps. Bazzaro says, late 40s and early 50s are some of my favorite times. Yes, mid-century, the music, the cars, the way people dressed. Love it. Yes, that's one of the reasons why I love Alfred Hitchcock. You know, just, you know, the suits, the skinny ties, the pocket square. You know, women had the gloves on, you know, and the little handbag. It's like he has to interview somebody. Her name's like Carlotta Vasquez or something. And you know, her hair, she's just like, she's a shop girl, and she's just perfectly composed with, you know, her wardrobe and her hair and everything. It's just, it's tip top. And
What are you doing to this car?
David says TV for Tony Vasquez, and Bazzaro agrees with you, Tony Vasquez. It was funny tonight. I have 2 of the exact same doggy bowls for her. So I was going to feed her dinner, and I pick up her bowl, and it's filthy. I don't know what she's been doing in it. And I'm like, this is, you know, I got to clean this. So, you know, she's very excited because I picked up the bowl, and that can only mean one thing. It's supper time. And then I put the bowl in the sink so I could wash it later. And she got so, you could see the look of confusion and disappointment and surprise just, you know, just wash over her face, and her eyes literally welled up with tears. And then I went to the cabinet and grabbed one that looked exactly like it and showed it to her. And because she has a dinosaur brain and a 20-minute memory, she had completely forgotten that we have a second one that's clean. And then, you know, dinner continued as expected, and she was very happy. Tony Vasquez says, "I will send you and your baby to jail."
Schroeder.
Best
Up and
Phelps
2.
line. And Bazzaro says, "Phelps is so mean," and I love it. Well, it was a mean time, mean streets, and hard men. What's that phrase? Hard men create soft times. That probably also get the algorithm mad at me. Soft times create hard men. I forget how it goes. We are in hard times created by soft men. See? Where's the cutscene? And we didn't really block. We just kind of pummeled him. Don't worry, 8 viewers in the chat. Part 2 will have all the cutscenes. I figured it out. I finally figured it out.
Ralph.
I just didn't have
Alright.
time tonight
Fine, I hardly felt it.
to redo
He's
all
lucky
of the
he caught me
missions
off
that we
guard.
did.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph.
But
take a
Zara
look
says, for
around.
the time when this came out, it was a beautiful game. It still looks better than some new games. I agree. I agree that it's a beautiful game. I don't think we need to, you know, my criticisms of it are very superficial. What are those 3 buttons? I'm not interested in his
List of
list of
names
names
and
and
series of
dates.
numbers.
There's 3 buttons on the wall.
Floyd
3
Rose's name
shells.
is in this book.
Batzara says, why does it cut out the cutscenes? There's some kind of a PS4 glitch where it's really hard to record cutscenes on this with this specific game. If you're playing it on disc, I should say. If you're
We don't
playing it on
want any
PS Now,
casualties, Phelps.
or you're streaming it, or you have a capture card, you're playing it on PC, you can easily get all the cutscenes. But you know, here at Team PS4, we work harder for your views.
Weapons on the ground, now!
What are you playing these days, Batzaro? How are things? Have you acquired any new comic books? I have my eye on some new action figures, but they're not comic related. They're horror related. I want the big 3 from Universal Monsters, the NECA big 3. Frankenstein, Dracula, and Werewolf. And then I want what I'm calling the 80s big 3. Freddy, Jason, and Michael. Technically, though, Michael Myers is from the 70s. Cloudy is here. Greetings, Cloudy.
Backup will be here soon.
And
LAPD,
Batzaro made a
put
little
down your weapons.
rhyming
The
haiku.
bank is
Howdy,
surrounded.
Cloudy.
I'm offering you a chance.
Cloudy says, I loved this game when it came out. Cloudy, this game loved you.
Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
Look how beautiful this bank is with these columns. Imagine the bank that you go into right now. Architecture has become so just cheap and mass-produced.
That's it? We got them all?
Also note
I
the
think we got them, Cole.
the ceiling
Should be all
fans
clear.
because they haven't figured out air conditioning yet.
Wendell Bauer! Stop! LAPD!
You can go screw yourselves.
Why, you!
He's hiding in the alley.
Run, Cole.
Bowers! Hold it
Also,
right
those
there.
cardboard boxes, they should be
We'll
they should be wooden. They should be
I
crates.
won't tell you again, Wendell.
They were still using crates in 1947.
Don't want to do this.
Jesus,
Wendell.
Dunn! Watch your fire!
Cloudy says, I have it on PC as well. I just haven't downloaded. Well, honestly, Cloudy, everything old is new again, and they're not really making anything new, I don't think, that is worth playing. Unless you enjoy being lectured at. Unless you enjoy
No way I'm going back
lessons
inside.
with your video games.
I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Look at that parachute roll Cole
Give
did.
it up, Bowers!
That's his
Nowhere left to go.
That's his combat training. And it looks like, ow, clotheslined. Looks like we didn't even get the USMC flashbacks, which are essential. See, the game wants us to block, and I'm like, attack, 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 just like Arthur. Just get in there. Look at his two-tone shoes. That signature headbutt that Arthur does.
There's the
I
case.
think
that
it's
makes-
just a
gives you that leg up. Gets
See,
you recognized
now,
as a shining new star in the
dear
squad.
viewer, 10 viewers in the
The
chat, we
case
get
that you solved that
cutscenes.
shows that you have the gumption,
Thank you.
the gung-ho, the get up and go to
It
make
took
you
me
stand
all
out
day to
from your
figure this
average
out,
rank and file
so I
patrolman.
hope you appreciate it
This could be the
as
one,
much as
Cole.
I appreciate your views. See, there's like a billboard for Sody Pop, but they would have had
LAPD,
billboards of
could you
people
stand clear of the
smoking
body,
with like
please?
smoke coming out
Has
of the
anyone
mouth.
called an
They did
ambulance?
that in a Tim Burton movie
We've called
once,
an ambulance
where like
and
the
the
hand
police,
moved
but I'm afraid he's
with a
dead.
cigarette and the smoke came out of the mouth. And they would have ads like that in
Okay,
1947.
stand further back
But
and
I
move along.
suppose
It's your
you're
choice,
just
but
not allowed
make
to.
it quick,
Odog is
people.
here. Greetings, Odog.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
Oh,
You're being
Bazzaro has
so-
comic news. I
Okay.
got a nice bonus, and
You're
I've been
first
getting
reporting in.
high-graded
We'll get a
comics of my
perimeter
favorite
going and move the
stories and
crowd
favorite
on.
characters' first appearances.
what you can
My
find out
favorite
before the
I've gotten
homicide
are
gets shown.
Beta Ray Bill's
I'll be
and
with you in a moment.
Gambit's first appearances, 9.6
daylight.
and 9.9
Crowded
grade,
street.
respectively. Wow,
I've seen everything.
that's crazy.
Everybody stay
9.9,
back.
that's
Let's
like
do our job.
uncreased, basically immediately bagged as soon as you get it. Cloudy says the same voice actor that voiced
C.
Micah
Galetta.
is in this game as well.
Railway receipt.
Who does he
Pearl
play,
earrings.
Cloudy?
Bank
And
of Arcadia.
Odog has a bunch of emoticons, including a members exclusive Dutch emoticon. And Odog is saying something. Cloudy, rain. Oh, Cloudy's just acknowledging everyone with emoticons.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
Got some shell casings. They were shiny. Tony says, yes, Cloudy, he was the psychiatrist. Gontaine. Okay. Doesn't he have an accent, like a German accent or something? Fontaine. I thought for sure this was in 1911, but it is not.
FN Browning.
This is
Serial
Browning.
01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Papa
Eagles'
One
gun
would be
store's a
able
couple
to
blocks
tell
from
us immediately.
This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole.
Note
You
the
better
drive
take a
safely
statement.
banner. We will not be driving safely. This guy looks like Fred
Sir, I'm
Armisen.
Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots.
I don't know if you
I thought
know
it was
him. He's
car
a
backfiring.
comedian.
I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
Okay, let's talk to this lady.
Speak to the witness
I like
before
this lady.
homicide arrives, Phelps.
Yeah, so, you're right,
Think
Tony.
she's
It was
lying,
Southern.
Don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Now, look how well dressed
Can I help you?
this woman is.
I'm
And
Officer
she's
Phelps, miss.
just a
Hear about the
shop
shooting?
girl.
Did you know the victim?
Perfect hair,
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
cute shirt,
Mr. Gage's
blouse.
first
I guess
name.
they called them blouses
Everett.
back then.
And you are?
You know she has gloves for when she goes back out.
Clovis Galleta.
Galleta. Clovis Galleta. That's a pretty name. Doesn't Galleta mean cookie? Is that Clovis cookie? Galleta.
You think you could tell me exactly what
English.
happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch.
Means
I was
small
in the
cake.
store when Mr. Gage,
Nothing
my
small
boss,
about her
burst
cakes.
in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
Oh, dog. I
When
apologize. I
was
apologize
angry.
for my male gaze.
I walked in front. I heard shots.
Also note the color combination,
turned
pink and lavender.
saw
Her-
Mr.
She's got a
Gage
lavender
fall.
skirt, and then she's got like the pink shirt with the pearl. And they have pearl buttons because she's like obsessed with these pearl earrings that she's still paying off. We need to accuse. Press triangle to accuse.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to
You're
tell me.
lying, Miss
There's
Small
nothing to tell.
Cakes.
I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Your pearl earrings.
Mama One
Miss
is here.
Galetta.
Everyone say hi to Mama
Paid for
One.
them for a whole
Greetings,
year.
Mama
Stop
One.
lying.
And Papa
Tell me what
One.
happened at the jewelry store.
Welcome
Oh,
to the
God.
first
I won't lose the
annual
earrings, will I?
L.A.
You could lose your
Noire
freedom, you little fool, if you don't
full
stop
game
obstructing a
commentary
murder
and
investigation.
playthrough. I don't
Mr.
know if it's the
Kalu.
first annual. I just like saying that.
Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch.
We got the eyewitness
Mr. Gage
testimony,
burst
but that's
in.
because I did this
Mr. Kalu gets
mission
very angry
3 to
with
5
Mr.
times. I
Gage,
can't
and they
remember.
start
It took all
yelling at
day.
each other. Mr. Gage
I kept having to, I kept doing it and pausing it and
Nickel
checking to
plated,
see that
made
we
in
were recording,
Japan,
and
and
it's
yells
not
at me to
recording,
get
so I
back
had
to
to
work.
like
Then what
start over
We get
again
back here,
and
and I hear a loud bang.
tweak the PS4, tweak the
Mr.
settings,
Gage
and
clutches
it's
at
like
his
just
back.
I had to keep playing with it until we
I hear
could
another
get
bang. And another.
and also
and
download
another.
like the completely updated version.
Mr. Gage
Hey,
falls to
sit
his
here
knees.
and say hi to Mama One.
It looked very painful.
Mama One says, "I've never played this. Looks cool though." Well, you can see that now. You can see how it is. It's as a true crime aficionado, I think you would
Which
enjoy
jewelry
this
store?
a lot.
Hartfield's.
There's it's
Broadway between
there's-
5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr.
you have to
Gage?
interview
Of course I did.
suspects. It's like, and you can
Mr. Kalu looked
accuse
very angry.
or
He
play
kept
good cop
firing
and
back. He kept pulling the
You
trigger.
have to like confront them with evidence.
He threw the gun in a
Um,
bin and
There's a lot of
turned
detective work
and walked
involved in this game that I think you will enjoy. Batsara says, I pre-ordered a 110 figure of Beast from X-Men 97. I love X-Men 97 1.
Making me angry, Miss Coletta.
Okay. The original X-Men 97, not the updated one.
Tell me
I
why
love the
Mr.
theme
Kalu
song.
shot Mr. Gage.
Mr.
I love
Gage
Jubilee.
hates Jews.
I've
A lot
been
of
wanting a
people do.
Jubilee X-Men
It's not my
97
fault
figure
if he has
for
nice
a long
things.
time. A 110 though of Beast, that sounds
How
a
many
little
shots did you hear,
small.
Miss Coletta?
It's difficult to remember.
And who made it?
It sounded
Is it a
like
Marvel
there were
Legends?
so many, and they were so loud.
Beast in the movies was like the original ones. Was played by Kelsey, or his voice was Kelsey Grammer. I don't
You
know
need
if
to
he was Kelsey
concentrate,
Grammer.
Miss Coletta. Even minor details can become important later on.
And Batsara says, "Howdy, Mama and
Well, there
Papa
was one
won."
bang. And then
Mama one says,
another,
"I always like video games.
then
Most games
three
are
very
introduced to
quickly
me by
close
my
together.
son. He used to be obsessed with games,
5.
starting with Confer's Bad Fur
Thank
Day."
you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave.
Yeah, I
We'll
think
need
you
to
would
make a formal
enjoy
statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still
L.A.
collect
Noire,
my
and it is a cheap
my-
because it's from
Never mind.
2011. How much is L.A. Noire on
Yes, officer, I'll
on
make a
Amazon?
We have the murder
L.A.
weapon.
And the
Noire
murderer. The girl saw it all.
PS4.
Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking
It's
what I'm
16 bucks. Everybody buy this game. Compared to
Maintain the
like this,
perimeter.
like new games are like 75 to 100 bucks. 16. Odog says it. Mama One L.A. Noire is a slept-on gem. Definitely not made with kids in mind. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to do some really creative editing on, once Cole becomes a detective, because there are some dark scenes that I might just
Have you got
release
a death wish?
unedited. Like we'll do like the live streams edited, and then I'll do like the unedited, which will like super get demonetized, but just so you can see it, even though this is technically a family channel. Odog says, "I've got it already." I was talking to Mama One, Odog, but and future viewers who have not played this game, who may not have even been alive when it came out. What's that about? Mom One says, "I didn't realize when I bought my son Conker's Bad Fur Day, it's a rated M game. My son was like 7. His friends said I was the cool mom. Their parents, not so much." And Odog has a hard copy and a digital copy. I have a hard copy and a digital copy of Red Dead Redemption 2, but that's as far as I go. I don't like having digital copies. I want to own the hard thing. I want the disc. You can't take the disc away from me.
Officer, can I interest you
Okay,
in
now
your
we gotta
watch?
chase this Joker. And I thought we could get a head start, but we gotta trigger the cutscene
Officer
first.
Cole Phelps.
Batzara says Iron Studios. Never heard of them, and yeah, it's tiny, but I like the look. I've heard of Iron Studios.
I'll buzz it for you.
110 Beast.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Yeah, that's a statue. Oh, it looks glorious. That's a statue. That's not an action figure. There's a little bit of difference, but yeah, he looks glorious. Yeah. So technically, you're collecting statues now. You're a statue collector. It's higher status than action figures in the collector community. You can say, I collect statues now. David says he drives like Serena.
Stop, or I will
Or Serena drives like me. Mama one says, I'm the same way, Super Antonio. I prefer hard copies. And Bazzaro says, my dad bought me Conkers, and weeks later he saw me playing it and took it from me. Hey, Serena's here. Everybody say say hello to Serena. Tony says Cole needs to go to driving school. Tony, Cole thinks he is in Los Santos. He is on the mean streets of Los Santos. See, I worked so hard to get Captain Donnelly. I love Captain Donnelly. What is it with Rockstar and Irish NPCs?
It's you who knocked down Malefactor from the shooting yesterday. Yes, sir. Then tell me, Boyle.
He's got such a righteous sense, a righteous Christian sense of justice that I really appreciate.
You're asking me to conduct.
And he calls him Young Phelps.
I am Young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time.
I am Young Phelps. I am Young Super Antonio.
Not to mention the
okay, let's catch up with the chat. Serena says, love this game, was awesome to play and upload. He gets angry at people. Yeah, they were talking about that earlier. And Serena says, hi David, and hi Mama One, and Papa One.
Yes, sir.
And Odak says, speaking of the lady, hi Serena, with star hearts emoticon. With 2 hearts. Speaking of hearts, how's your lovely wife, Chrissy, David? Serena says hi to Odak and Bazzaro. And Bazzaro says, statue collectors sound so refined. Yes, it's a higher status than action figures. They look down on action figure collectors. So you can look down on me now.
The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil.
Statues are way more expensive also. Higher level of detail though. Some of them are just gorgeous. Serena says, LOL, I'm a good driver in this game. And Odak says, Super Antonio, they've got a big studio over there in Ireland, I guess. First 2 GTA games were made over there. And Tony says, he was probably a descendant of Colm O'Driscoll. I bet you're right. Or Sean. Sean would be rolling in his grave to know that his great-great-great-grandson is a captain in the New Austin Police Constabulary. Mom once says, Batzara, I loved Conquer. LOL. My son loved it. His friend's parents were horrified. I bought it just because I thought it was a cute squirrel. I didn't realize Conquer was a bath lady mongering alcoholic.
Very good, boy chick. Kiss my ass. I know what you're doing. I think I'll wait for my
boy
lawyer to
chick
get here
is
before I make any
Russian.
kind of statement.
He's Russian Jew.
I've just got to keep my mouth shut.
But I guess we'd know
and
that
watch
by
you
his
run around
name.
in circles.
But just
We're
for
done.
you, the only thing I don't appreciate, Batzara, about 1940s fashion is the ties. It's like they use the ties. Men use the ties to express their, their personality and style, and the ties just got really weird. There, I wanted that. Get back in there. And I wanted that for a cutscene for a short that I'm putting up later tonight. David says to Serena, great videos you have been doing, and Serena says, thank you, David, really appreciate it. More on the way. Yeah, I left you a like. I had your videos on in the background as I was playing this game. And note that he has a matching pocket square. I like this, just a little stripe for the pocket square.
Shot Gage.
I don't
We
like
know why.
when they do like a
put you
little
at the scene.
flower pattern or like a little napkin coming out of there. You just need a little hint.
We know all about the argument. Miss Goleta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
And
You're going to the gas chamber.
David says,
Edgar.
"Wonderful. How are you feeling?"
Couldn't leave me alone.
I'm glad you're feeling good,
Girl was ready
David.
to buy.
Mom one says, "I
Let's change
just
the
ordered this game. Only costs 20
Fasting
bucks
for
because
Yom
I get
Kippur, Mr.
next
Cullen?
day
Yeah, let's
shipping."
change
Okay,
the
you'll
subject,
enjoy
you
it.
motherfucker.
I
How about
know you'll
baseball?
finish this game so fast
denying
with
you're
your
a Jew, Mr.
sense
Cullen.
of justice,
This is America. It's
Mama
not
one.
Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews,
But
Mr.
yeah,
Kalu.
it's,
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews,
you have
didn't
to
he,
ask
Mr. Kalu?
questions in
I don't know what you're
specific
talking
orders,
about.
and I know you'll enjoy this interrogation.
You left-wing leaning
Serena says, "Oh,
parasite.
I'm
You expect
okay.
me
I
to
still
sit here
feel
and listen to
horrible.
your
My
drivel?
heart hurts
You call me
sometimes,
that?
so that's sad.
You sit there
And I
and you
get
call me those
palpitations,
names, you
body
goddamn
aches, and
poor butt snatcher.
pain. And I'm
You
missing
and
my
that
grandma
schmuck
too. I'm
Gage.
very sorry to
Why
hear
did you
that,
do it,
Serena.
Mr.
It'll get
Kalu?
better, I promise."
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers.
But-
He blocked every proposal I ever put forward.
Serena
Kike
says
this
hi to
and
Cloudy.
kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake.
I
the
respect
jury
your
can convict
beliefs and the
you for murder in
rights
the
and
second
your
degree.
rights to hold them. We fought for that.
May God have mercy on you, sir.
May God have mercy on you, sir. Papa One says, "Mama One is more
Masterfully
vigilante
done, Officer
justice
Phelps.
than law and order justice.
It
She
is
mellowed
just,
out, but
Officer
she can
Phelps.
still be scary
Isn't it,
when
lad?
she gets mad."
Yes, sir.
Then let me
I
have
love
a
how
word with
Captain
the chief of
Donnelly
police.
just kind of hints at, yeah, it's
The department
Officer
needs
Phelps now,
heroes.
but get 2 suits and
shining,
get
honest
impressed.
face the
You're
public
gonna
admire.
need 'em,
I
boyo.
applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boy.
But Serena says,
the
"Click
principal
on my
boss.
name here,
Get yourself 2 suits,
Bazzaro."
get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Regrettably, Serena, I think that only works because you're a mod. You have to I will tell. I don't think you're able to do that if you're not modded up. Her channel is at Starhearts 5925. So just look for that, or just put in Starhearts Red Dead Redemption 2. And Papa One says, "My dad used to say he was in D-Day, fought waves of tough German troops, but Mama One scares me more than those meth-using Germans." Yeah, the Nazis invented that special medicine.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6
That's
years
how
on
they did the
patrol before I got
Blitzkrieg.
to this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn. Can you identify the man in this? I don't have time for your song and dance right now.
And as far as hats go, I like the suit and hat combination, but I do prefer the hats from the 30s with the wider brims, the wider fedoras. Cole was thinking about taking that car because he forgot he's not in Los Santos.
You know this place? Sure. Near the old gas works and
Bazzaro says, okay, Bazzaro found your channel, Serena, Star Hearts. So,
So, tell me a little
So you
about
got
yourself,
another
fellas.
sub.
Are we friends now, Bukowski? We have to work together. Don't be so touchy. I grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping.
Mama One says, "I must say I
college
love
at
these time
Stanford.
periods. Reminds
Did
me
2
of my
years
era. I
ROTC before
love
Reno
everything about
CS at
this
Camp
game.
Elliott.
I love the architecture.
Shipped out in early
I love
45
this.
as a first
You know, I
lieutenant.
love
Fought in
the
open
cars,
campaign.
especially those beautiful
Was wounded,
cars.
shipped
Just
back
the
home.
the organic
Here on the
lines.
Now I'm here. So you won the Silver Star. I don't want to talk about it.
Cloudy
Now,
says,
let me get this straight.
Super Antonio,
You
have you heard a game
single-handedly
called
killed
Manhunt?
40
That's the
Japs
only
on
game
this
that
hill
my
in
mom
Okinawa.
took
No.
back to the store,
You were
but
up
they
there
didn't
all
give
night.
refunds.
Break
But she
for
sold it the
Nice
next
butcher
day.
meat,
LOL.
Chief.
I
Gun
have
it
not.
already.
Okay, let's
Finished?
look that up. Manhunt.
The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the
Video
charge
game.
against you. I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do? I kept the streets of LA
Yeah, that
safe
looks
for the
pretty
people.
scary.
Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service. Fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots.
The rules of Manhunt
it, Ralph.
are simple,
I
as
did
it
my
is
job.
basically hide and seek
No
in
one is
reverse.
saying
A
you
single person or a small
did
group
6
hides
years as
while
a
everyone
patrolman.
else seeks
That's the
or
third
looks for
time
them.
you've told me.
The game goes on until all the hiders have been found and tagged by the seekers. And due to its graphic violence, Manhunt was subject to a significant video game controversy and banned in several countries. It was also implicated in a cancellation by the UK media,
Go ahead, KGPL.
although this accusation was later rejected by the police and courts. Papa One says, you can say what you want about new cars, but no generation will ever grow up with the better cars than the 1930s through the 1970s. I agree, Papa One. And Serena says, it's hard to turn when driving in this game. And Papa One says, ironically, despite his partner saying you won the Silver Star, you don't win any military award. You just get unlucky or lucky, and rather get it through wounds, severe fighting, or death. Yeah, Cole has a Silver Star. We missed that cutscene. But we shall not miss cutscenes in part 2.
What the hell is going on?
Because I figured it out, I think. 12 viewers in the chat. Welcome, friends. Happy Sunday. Can't shoot him. And I don't really know what we're supposed to do here. He gets a hostage. And I thought maybe we're supposed to shoot the gun out of his hand. You know, like Jamie.
On your own goddamn head, be it.
See, case failed. Let's try that again, shall we? Papa One says, if a car doesn't make a climate change activist angry, then I don't want it.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
Yeah, Papa One, did you hear we got last night's live stream demonetized? And I'm pretty sure it's because I called California California. So I'm doing it again. But Zaro says Juan is definitely the wrong word. People earn those high medals in accommodations. Yeah, it's not a competition. I wanted to run that guy down as well, but you weren't allowed to. Papa One says the hostage had a good 20 seconds to duck. This coming from a guy who didn't duck in time either. Yeah, we'll get him this time.
You want to back off right now.
I'll do it. You fucking asked for it.
There. Reload. Serena says, oh, I'm sorry, Serena. I forgot. She's under the desk. Hop, hop. Say hi to Serena. Come up here. Hop, hop. Here she is. Say hi to Serena. And to the 13 viewers in the chat. And that is all I have for you as far as LA Noire goes tonight. But I encourage you to hang out. Here, I have a driving montage for you that we can that you can watch. Where is it? Here we go. And this is a short that that goes live at midnight.
I need a confession.
David says, don't forget to hit that like button, fellers. Yes, please do. 14 viewers in the chat. Appreciate you being here, friends. We'll see how this does on the replays. And I wonder if it will be demonetized. However, I'm enjoying this game, and I figured out how to record the cutscenes, so I think we'll go through with it. Tomorrow, I don't know, we'll probably do Grand Theft Auto 5 for a live stream, just because I've got so much and I'm going to be a little busy tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll be able to play this game. But then, you know, like Tuesday through Thursday, I can just play this game and also the Bad Honor commentary, so I can get some footage for you. Shout out to the mods. Serena, I'm so happy you're back. David, and his lovely wife Chrissy, Papa One and Mama One, Miko, Herptile, O-Dog, of course. Love you, brother. Enjoy the rest of your week. Like and subscribe. I'm going to keep this running for another 10 minutes or so you guys can just hang out and say your goodbyes in a more casual manner. Really appreciate you guys being here. Have a great week.
Back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here. So you won the Silver Star. I don't want to talk about it. And let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa. No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. Finished? The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Mikowski. What did you do?
I kept the streets of LA safe for the people.
Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service.
Fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I did my job.
No one is saying you didn't.
I did 6 years as a patrolman.
That's the third time you've told me.
Are you blind?
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle, code 2, identified.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
11K, a 459 suspect just left 6th and Saris. Suspect is a male.
You're so obsessed with bedside manner.
Are you blind?
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
What are you doing to this car? It's all right. You idiot!